Cloud9 is a new, dry, complete food for adult dogs, meeting all your dog's nutritional needs to support him through adulthood. Made with flavoursome chicken and kibbled for a satisfying texture, Cloud9 ensures your dog enjoys every bite as much as you enjoy the relief of knowing he's getting all the goodness he needs to maintain perfect health. Cloud9 is available in 500 grams, 2 kilograms or 5 kilogram bags for your convenience. Just look for a blue packet in the dry dog food section of any good pet store. On the back of the bag, you can find the ingredients list and simple feeding guide, shown here. Your dog's nutrition is our priority, so should you have any questions, the team at Cloud9 are happy to help. You can contact them or find more information using the address and website shown on the side of the packet. Careful analysis and research into nutrition to promote optimum health of the adult dog led to the creation of Cloud9. The highest quality ingredients are rationed to provide the best possible formula to achieve this.
Carbohydrates are collectively known as CHOs, as they contain carbon, hydrogen and oxygen, but they can be subcategorized as simple and complex carbohydrates. Simple carbohydrates include starch and sugars. Starch is a polysaccharide, a long molecule made up of amylose and amylopectin. Simple sugars are known as monosaccharides, such as glucose, and disaccharides, such as sucrose, and are much shorter in comparison. Carefully selected cereals in Cloud9 contain essential carbohydrates your dog can use for energy, as well as being a fibre source, which is perfect for a healthy gut. Peristalsis of the small intestine causes mechanical digestion. These muscular contractions mix the food with intestinal secretions and mucus, which lubricates the digester. The walls secrete the enzymes maltase, lactase, and sucrase, which convert the disaccharides maltose, lactose, and sucrose to their monosaccharides glucose, fructose, and galactose. Pancreatic lipase and amylase also hydrolyze starch into smaller units. Glucose is the chief end product of starch digestion and is stored as glycogen in the body. It is also found circulating the bloodstream of the body as it is used by body cells for energy. Research findings have found that as energy intensity increases, glucose oxidation increases, whereas fat oxidation remains constant, which suggests that at high rates of energy expenditure, glucose is the main energy source. Therefore, Cloud9 is formulated with adequate simple carbohydrates to provide your dog with enough energy when he needs it most, but not enough so as to facilitate weight gain. Dogs are unable to develop a clinical carbohydrate deficiency, as levels can be maintained if enough protein is supplied in the food to reach the metabolic requirements of glucose. However, with a lack of carbohydrates in your dog's diet, you may begin to see their coat becoming coarse and dry. Dogs can, however, have an excess of carbs, which will cause issues such as obesity, diarrhea, and small intestine overgrowth. Cloud9 will supply your dog with optimum carbohydrate levels so as to avoid these effects.
Fibre represents complex carbohydrates. 3% of Cloud9 is fibre content, which aids digestibility and intestinal transit time in your dog. Structure and properties. Fibre is a polymorph of carbohydrate found in plant material, for example cellulose and lignin. They are largely indigestible, can be soluble or insoluble in water, and are typically used to add bulk to the diet. Research suggests dietary fibre should be from a moderately fermentable source and in a balanced amount. Too much leads to excess gas, whilst too little causes constipation and doesn't release enough energy for cells. Additionally, as dogs are designed for eating and digesting meat and fats, they have a difficult time digesting grains and other complex carbohydrates. Because of this, most carbohydrates pass through the system undigested. Cloud9 contains only 3% fibre, so should not cause such effects in your dog.
Maintenance of your dog's body condition is essential for healthy living. Proteins have many requirements within your dog, including tissue and organ repair, antibody production and molecule transmission, with 30 to 35% of intake alone being used for skin and coat maintenance. Well-sourced chicken and vegetables in our feed ensure that 21.3% of your dog's food is protein. Proteins can be classed as structural, for example the collagen of tendons, playing a role in increasing the strength of the body, or as globular, playing a more active role, for example proteins involved with muscle contraction and enzymes. Proteins are comprised of amino acids. There are 21 amino acids, categorized as either essential or non-essential. Essential amino acids are not synthesised by the dog's body, therefore must be provided in the diet. Protein, although partially mechanically broken down in the mouth due to mastication, begins to be chemically digested in the stomach. The stomach contains protein digestive enzymes, proteases, hydrochloric acid, and mucus. Pepsin is secreted in an inactive form of pepsinogen. This is activated in the stomach in the presence of hydrochloric acid. This secretion of hydrochloric acid allows for dogs to keep their stomach pH at around 1 to 2, which is ideal for protein breakdown. Protease breaks down protein into amino acids, which are then easily absorbed by the blood for use in the body. Food passes from the stomach as chyme for further breakdown. It is essential that your dog receives an adequate amount of essential amino acids in their diet, as a deficiency called hypoproteinemia can lead to a breakdown of body tissue, which then leads to poor health, decreased appetite, weight loss, decreased formation of erythrocytes and plasma proteins, a rough dull coat, and impaired antibody formation, which will lead to a lack of the ability to fight off illnesses. You can also get an excessive buildup of interstitial fluid in and around the body's tissues. Cloud 9 ensures that your dog's protein requirements are met, and with protein levels over the minimum recommendation, giving a high biological value.
Ash is the inorganic mineral content in your dog's diet. 8.15% of Cloud 9 is composed of these minerals, ensuring your dog has what he needs for a healthy coat, strong bones and teeth, and energy transfer, as well as providing plenty of antioxidants. There are 7 macrominerals needed in large amounts, such as calcium and sodium, and 11 microminerals needed in only trace amounts by the body, such as zinc and iron. Minerals exist in the body and its organs and act as catalysts or cofactors in enzyme and hormone systems. Many factors can influence their absorption, such as age and gender, and these have been taken into account when formulating Cloud 9 to ensure that your dog gets the maximum benefit from his food. It is essential that your dog receives all of the required minerals and in suitable amounts. Potassium deficiency, hypokalemia, can cause your dog to lose weight, appear very lethargic and show depressed reflexes. Calcium deficiency in your dog will cause overactivity of the parathyroid glands, bone loss, osteoporosis, loss of teeth, depression of vertebrae, fractures of long bones and hemorrhage. These symptoms will also show if your dog is suffering from an excess of phosphorus, and so it's important for all mineral levels to be adequate and balanced. A deficiency in phosphorus will usually accompany calcium deficiency, demonstrating the close link between the need for calcium and the need for phosphorus in the diet, but will also cause rickets and softening of the bones, osteomalacia. Iron deficiency will cause anemia, a decrease in hemoglobin, and possibly a hookworm infestation, but in large amounts iron can be toxic to your dog, causing anorexia, weight loss, and a decrease in serum albumin concentrations. Magnesium deficiency can also affect your dog by causing anorexia, weight loss, muscular weakness, pronounced relaxation of the muscles and tendons of the limbs, and can also cause mineralized lesions of the aorta. Clearly, it is vital that your dog receives all of the minerals he needs. Cloud 9 will help you ensure this.
Our food is designed to keep your dog happy and healthy every day. Maintaining the right balance of vitamins required by your dog is part of this. Our carefully mixed blend has the right amount of vitamins, including vitamin A for optimal eye health and a healthy coat and skin, vitamin D to help metabolism, and antioxidant vitamin E. Vitamins can be separated into fat-soluble vitamins, water-soluble vitamin, and vitamin-like group, which includes substances such as carotenoids and flavonoids. Though a quality source of many nutrients, meat does not contain a large amount of vitamins, so we have supplemented our food to meet your dog's vitamin needs. Vitamin E and C are antioxidants, so are especially important as they inhibit oxidation, a reaction producing free radicals which can be potentially damaging to other cells. Research has, for example, suggested that they may inhibit free radical production during rigorous exercise. Considering this, these vitamins have been added to the Cloud 9 formula due to their beneficial effect on your dog's health. Other vitamins that have been added include vitamin A, which is likely to improve vision, skin and coat, amongst other benefits, and vitamin D, which regulates the calcium and potassium metabolism. Fat-soluble vitamins include A, D, E and K. These are stored within the fat in the body. Water-soluble vitamins are the B vitamins, vitamin C, pantothenic acid, biotin, niacin, folic acid and choline. Excess water-soluble vitamins are excreted in the urine.
At Cloud9, we know the importance of fats in the diet, as fats provide twice the amount of energy for your dog than carbohydrates and protein. 11.23% fat content in our feed is enough to keep your dog active throughout the day. Fats also contain carbon, hydrogen and oxygen like carbohydrates, but they are insoluble in water. Fatty acids are esterified to glycerol to form triglycerides, which are important primarily for cell membrane formation and as an energy source for glycogen sparing. Omega-3 and 6 are known as polyunsaturated fatty acids and are very important for immune cell metabolism. The digestibility of fat is typically high and can be greater than 90%. As fat increases in the diet, energy content rapidly increases too. It is very important for the absorption of fat-soluble vitamins A, D, E and K, and it also contributes to the palatability of the diet. Some digestion takes place in the mouth and stomach, but most occurs in the small intestine. Lipids are absorbed by the body and are important in forming subcutaneous fat, which is under the skin, fat deposits around vital organs, and also in the membranes surrounding the intestines.
Because we believe a simple balanced diet is best for overall health, we have kept other additives to a minimum. Non-artificial preservatives and colorants have been added to Cloud9 to ensure your dog's food looks and tastes its best, without diminished quality. Cloud9, providing optimum nutrition to allow your dog to live his adult life to the fullest.